I just bought that. Okay. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. How I'm buying something
did she buy
and
everything?
I'm going to jail? I did. How is it child endangerment?
Because you're holding your son while you're throwing punches.
Get out! What are you looking at him for? Do not.
Back up. If you do that again,
do you want to go to jail?
These were multiple incredible moments all the time. Starting with a woman who tries to scam store out of change and gets busted.
No.
Have a seat.
No.
Sit.
No.
Right
I can't sit.
On March 2nd, 2024, officers from the Davenport Police Department responded to a call from a local convenience store regarding a woman who was allegedly intoxicated and refusing to leave the premises after being asked multiple times. The woman, later identified as Tamika Nicole Smith, claimed she had given the cashier $20 for merchandise worth $16 but had not received her change. Store staff, however, stated that she was attempting to purchase $22 worth of items with only $20 and became agitated when informed she was short on cash.
What's this? Well, there was other
I gave him 20.
Do you have an ID on you?
Nope.
You have no ID?
Nope.
What about in your wallet?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Why would we be
Telling you, he bogus.
Why would we be
That's
difficult tonight?
bogus.
Why would we
Because
be
on that, if I'm gonna put my money in, that's a disrespectful act.
Of what?
Adjuster. If you want to get some ice, whatever you go in the store and get, you don't have nobody trying to take your money and don't give you your change back.
Okay, I want your
I'm
story.
leaving it. I got $2.
Okay.
I gave this man 20 and he didn't give me my change. And I run that camera back.
The officers attempted to mediate, but Tamika remained argumentative and failed to comply with simple instructions, repeatedly refusing to provide her full name or valid identification. Due to her failure to cooperate and escalating behavior, officers arrested her for interference with official acts. Her resistance continued during the arrest, as she refused to sit down, argued loudly, and had to be physically guided into the police car. Despite her claims of being mistreated and her insistence that her money had been taken, officers later confirmed that her cash remained in her purse and had not been stolen.
If you don't give me an ID right now, I'm going to charge you with interference with official acts. Do you have an ID? You're under arrest for interference with official acts. And I believe that you're intoxicated. Yes.
No.
Yes. Turn around. Hey, stop. Resisting. Behind your back.
Do not kiss. Please don't touch my arm.
Put your leg down.
Nah. Yo, this don't give a shave.
Once transported to Scott County Jail, Tamika continued to resist instructions from law enforcement and jail staff. She initially refused to exit the police vehicle and had to be coaxed out. Inside the facility, she was combative, struggled to follow booking procedures, and maintained her claim that she was unfairly treated despite video evidence and multiple witness statements indicating otherwise. Ultimately, Tamika Nicole Smith was charged with interference with official acts, public intoxication, and criminal trespass, due to her refusal to leave the store after being asked several times by both staff and law enforcement. However, in this next case, a pregnant car thief caught sneaking out of Hooters. On September 8, 2024, Davenport Police Department officers responded to a call from Illinois authorities who were tracking a stolen Cadillac using GPS. The signal led them to a Hooters parking lot in Davenport. After reviewing initial surveillance, officers entered and asked a group inside if they could view camera footage to identify who exited the stolen vehicle. Two individuals appeared unfamiliar, but the pregnant woman, later identified as Denisha, caught their attention. She was still seated eating when officers approached, then quickly stood and hurried toward the exit with two companions, prompting the officers to follow.
Can I ask what's going on?
I have a stolen car.
He stole a car?
No, somebody stole a car. But I'm trying to see who it is.
Oh,
So
that car is
yeah.
stolen? Oh!
That camera doesn't even point over there. It only points to this
To the
door.
front entrance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you ask if they saw it at all, like when they got here?
And nobody saw it. That one said she saw it. She didn't even notice it before it came here, so. Or she got to work.
As the group walked out the back door, the woman became confused and agitated when asked to stop. Despite officers repeatedly giving lawful instructions, she resisted and questioned what was happening, asking, "What am I under arrest for?" She explained that her mother had lent her the car the previous day and she thought returning to pick up a meal was harmless. She repeatedly stated she was pregnant and scared, calling her mom to clarify the situation. Nevertheless, the officers placed her under arrest.
Y'all ain't had no key on me, bro.
Okay.
They already watched the video.
What you mean I already watched the video?
Watch the video. Just now came and went from the car. So
Have a seat, please.
That's why we're here. Go have a seat.
They don't have to do with me.
Have a seat.
What
Well,
am
now you're under arrest.
What am I
Anyways.
having a seat for though? Y'all.
Because you're under arrest. Either have a seat or I'm gonna put you in the car.
Hey, go sit down.
Why has you being so mean? Like,
Because you're not listening to directions.
I'm just telling you I didn't do anything.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. What am I under arrest for?
For interference with official acts.
And it may be in more with the.
You said what?
Interference with official acts. That means you were not listening to a lawful order that I was giving to you. They started walking out the back, and it seemed a little off because as soon as I went in there, I noticed them that they were sitting in the corner of the restaurant.
Yeah.
And I didn't think anything of it at the time, but they got up as soon as they saw me and started walking.
She gave me the car. She gave me the car yesterday. She gave me the car yesterday to go to Best Buy. I was trying to tell you I'm pregnant. You was getting. That's all I was trying to tell you. All I was trying to tell you was I was pregnant.
Officers transported her to Scott County Jail. While in custody, they clarified the possession of stolen property was also being investigated. However, that charge was ultimately dropped. Bond was set at $10,300, and Denisha was informed she would see a judge the next day. But in this next case, a woman attacks ex while holding their child. On October 6, 2024, officers with the Fort Dodge Police Department responded to a domestic disturbance call after a woman reported that her boyfriend's son's mother was assaulting him while holding their child. Upon arrival, officers found all parties highly emotional and aggressive, making it difficult to immediately identify the primary aggressor. The boyfriend explained that he had been late to pick up his son, and when he finally arrived, the child's mother, identified as Brianna, pulled up alongside them, blocked their car, and began shouting. Video footage captured Brianna swinging punches toward her ex while clutching their young son against her hip.
I dropped my baby off, and she's sitting here talking to me out the window the whole night, and then she just called her to come pull up here.
I never did though. Never once.
You just called her to pull up here.
So what happened? Hey,
I'm
we're not gonna
driving
yell. We're not
myself.
gonna yell.
In the car seat and everything. This is another video of her swinging, hitting him.
I didn't.
Hitting him like what the I don't got no reason to lie. I don't care. I'm not no lying ass.
I pushed him after the fact. He tried to grab my son, and my son is screaming. Yes, too.
Baby sitting there screaming, crying.
Oh, she does this all the time.
Can you
She wants to sit here and manipulate the fact, try to make it look like I'm the bad person or I'm the bad dad because I'm a boy, and she knows she can. Yeah, right here, thinking she can get away with it because she a woman. No, that's it. I just want my son. That's all I
We're
want.
gonna get your kid. You take the kid.
Okay.
We're gonna grab some pictures. She's.
Can
you see a kid?
The child was seen crying and reaching toward his father when Brianna thrust him away to land a punch, causing the toddler to slip toward the pavement before she caught him again. As officers attempted to separate the adults, Brianna struggled against handcuffs, momentarily wriggling free and demanding to speak with her mother as she sobbed, "I didn't put my son in danger." She insisted she was only defending her child from being snatched by his father, while he maintained that he was simply retrieving his son as agreed.
My mom's on her way.
Okay, that's fine. Let me see a kid.
My mom is on her way though. No, that's not.
Yep. Put your hands behind
My
your back.
mom's on her. Can I call my mom
Put your hands
first?
behind your back.
Can I call my
Put your
mom
hands behind your
first,
back.
please? Can she
Put your
put it on
hands behind your
speaker?
back.
Call my mom on speaker. Call my mom on speaker. Now.
Okay.
Now. Mom, they got me in cuffs and they. Mom, they have me in cuffs. I don't give a.
Here, let me see the
What?
phone.
I did. Can I put it up to my ear? Mom, I had the baby in the car. Hayden pulled up behind us and said, "You're not leaving until the cops get here." That was my option.
After several warnings, Brianna was secured and escorted to the patrol car, where she was allowed a brief, supervised opportunity to say goodbye to her son through the window before he was released into his father's custody. Brianna was then transported to the Webster County Jail and was charged with domestic abuse, child endangerment, and criminal mischief. If you thought that was bad, this is because you didn't know about this case where a man calls police for girlfriend's demonic behavior. On February 3, 2023, officers from the Des Moines Police Department responded to a disturbing call from a man who claimed his girlfriend was acting possessed. The caller reported that the woman, identified as Isabel, was foaming at the mouth, speaking nonsensically, and behaving in a way he described as demonic. According to him, the couple had earlier watched true crime and paranormal content, including material about the Villisca Axe murders. After consuming alcohol together, Isabel's behavior allegedly spiraled into bizarre convulsions and disturbing speech patterns. When officers arrived, Isabel initially refused to come out of the bedroom and was reportedly naked.
Hello.
Yes, sir, that was me.
What's going on?
She is in the bathroom.
Okay. Are you comfortable with us going and talking to her?
Go do what you gotta do.
All right. What's her name?
Isabel, what do you want me to do?
Just Sarah.
Just hang out here, okay?
Can I sit on the couch?
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Isabel? Hey, Isabel, police department, can you come out?
140 Adams.
We just need to make sure you're okay.
I'm okay. 144 Adams.
Have you taken anything tonight?
No, I haven't.
Have you drank too much tonight?
So I went to work at about 4. Before that, we were watching some, like, not even spooky, but, like, some, like, demonic shit. So I told her earlier today, she's in, like, true crime and stuff, and I was like, oh, we're gonna take you to the last guy. That was, like, a date thing, you know, if you know what that is, the axe murders in Iowa. I was like, I'm gonna take you to the house where it actually happened, and then after that, we watched some videos on it, and some videos of some other houses, and all this, like, spooky, demonic shit. And I got home, we got drunk, and then every now, so she asked me, she was like, I'm feeling really, like, dancey, uppity, blah, blah. She was like, which I drink every once in a while, or not every once in a while, once every couple of nights, you know, I buy a couple of beers. She said, will you bring me home something? I'm like, I don't really know, blah, blah. Bring her home something, and she's like, it's all good for a little bit, it's all good, and then she starts freaking out, talking about this and now about our relationship.
Her boyfriend warned police about possible firearms in the home, including a loaded pistol under the bed. Officers cautiously approached the situation and attempted to convince Isabel to get dressed so they could ensure her safety. Eventually, she emerged, still partially undressed and combative. She ignored commands, became verbally aggressive, and then physically assaulted the officers.
Is there any weapons in the bedroom that you know of?
There is a pistol under the bed.
Okay.
Under the bed mattress.
Okay. You don't need to yell at us.
Okay,
Just take a deep breath.
Get out then.
Are you guys going to be civil
Get out.
if we leave?
Get out! What are you looking at him for?
Do not.
Back up. If you do that again,
Do you want to go to jail?
Stand.
Izzy, please do not. Izzy, please do not.
Go to jail. Arrest me. Arrest me. You brought this. You brought this.
No, he didn't bring this. You did this all on your own.
She was ultimately transported to the Polk County Jail, wrapped in a blanket due to her refusal to dress appropriately. Isabel was formally charged with 2 counts of assault on a police officer. However, in this next case, chaos unfolds. A woman who caught while driving drunk. On May 19, 2024, an officer with the Fort Dodge Police Department conducted a traffic stop after observing a vehicle fail to come to a complete stop and noticing the vehicle's license plate light was not working. The driver, identified as Brooklyn, struggled to locate her insurance and admitted she had consumed 2 drinks. The officer noticed the odor of alcohol and watery eyes, prompting him to conduct a series of field sobriety tests.
Sorry, I'm looking for my insurance.
Oh, no worries, ma'am.
Where the is my insurance card? What the It was literally in my glove box.
No worries, ma'am. You got your ID on you?
I don't, but I do know my license number. I I just gave people rides.
Just gave people some rides. Okay.
Yeah, I'm almost home.
Haven't had anything to drink tonight?
I've had 2.
Had 2? Okay, because I can smell some alcohol coming from your breath, and it looks like your eyes are a little watery. It looks like you might have had some to drink.
They're always watery.
Okay. Do you think you're okay to drive?
Yeah, but I can call my mom. She just lives literally 2 blocks away on South 15th.
Just give me a moment here, okay?
Okay.
So what I want to do is just run you through a couple tests, make sure you're okay to drive, all right? What these are is just like, I don't know if you've ever been through this before or anything like that. Have you ever had an OWI or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay. How long ago was that?
Over 2 years ago.
Over 2 years ago. Okay. So essentially what this is it's
Can I know the reason you stopped me?
Yeah, your license plate lights are out. Yeah.
She later submitted to a preliminary breath test, which returned a result of 0.133, well above the legal limit of 0.08. Based on this, she was informed that she was under arrest for operating while intoxicated, OWI. However, due to the jail not accepting females that night, the officer issued her a citation with a court date and offered her a ride home.
Blow, 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 blow. Keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on, keep. There you go. So your PBT is at a .133, so that is not quite double the legal limit, but you're getting close. Okay. So at this time, you are going to be under arrest for OWI. Okay.
Please call my mom.
Yeah, you can make as many phone calls as you want. We just got to walk in there. Okay. Okay. So your court date is going to be Monday at 9 in the morning.
During processing, she submitted to a second, more accurate breath test, the Datamaster test, which measured a BAC of 0.122, indicating she was coming down from her earlier level of intoxication. Brooklyn's initial court date was scheduled for May 20th, 2024, but it was later rescheduled to August 16th, 2024. At that hearing, she pleaded guilty to driving under the influence and first offense. But hold on your seats because this next case is more shocking than the others. On July 20th, 2023, police in Des Moines, Iowa, responded to a report of a woman knocking on doors, asking strangers for a phone charger. Upon arrival, officers found Elena Barr, clearly intoxicated, sitting in her vehicle at the end of a dead-end street. Her explanations were inconsistent and confusing. She claimed her phone had died, she was waiting for an Uber, and her charger was broken. When asked about her vehicle, she said she didn't want to drive it, but couldn't confirm whether it worked or not. She refused to disclose where she had come from and became increasingly combative during questioning.
Yeah, what's going on?
I have been trying to charge my phone. So this one, like my cord, is like see how it's like this, like the end of it, and it doesn't plug in. So I haven't been able to charge my phone for the past 2 hours. Okay. I've been sitting here trying to charge my phone and get an Uber home. I actually have an Uber. My phone just died, and I was asking them.
Do you live here?
I don't, but I'm getting an Uber home. The Uber is on me.
Yeah. Okay. What's wrong with your car? Can't you drive the car home?
I don't want to drive my car.
Where's you just want to leave it here?
Waukee.
Waukee? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm honestly literally just trying to go home. That's it.
Despite her repeated statements that she was just trying to get home, officers recognized her as a familiar face. Elena had a long history of alcohol-related incidents, including 13 previous arrests and multiple OWI, operating while intoxicated, convictions. Elena was argumentative throughout the interaction, accusing officers of harassment and threatening to sue. She protested repeatedly, demanding a female officer and refusing to cooperate as she was taken into custody.
Just go ahead and stand up for us.
Am I being arrested?
We're going to detain you for right now, okay?
You're being detained, alright? You're being detained. Go
I
ahead,
don't
put your
need
hands.
2 men on me.
Huh?
I'm sorry, I want a woman.
Does she look like she has a gun on her?
I'm sorry, I want a woman!
Okay. You're
no, I don't like this. I don't like this. Like, what the... No, he's actually for real. Like, no, I don't like this. You guys can search my car. You're not gonna find anything. I just want to go home. That's what I'm trying to do.
So, right now, you're under arrest for public intox. So
we're trying to get a ride home.
Okay. So, your vehicle is here, right? So either, I don't want to do it, but we have to tow the vehicle, or you can allow me to grab your purse and your keys and lock it up, and then you take your purse and your keys with you to the jail. Is that okay?
While being transported to jail, she continued to resist, tried to reposition her handcuffs, and accused officers of abuse. Despite being warned about bringing contraband into the jail, she refused to clearly answer whether she had any drugs or weapons. Ultimately, Elena Barr was arrested and booked into Polk County Jail on the charge of public intoxication. Officers cited her observable signs of intoxication and her location far from home without a clear explanation. This marked her 13th alcohol-related arrest, reinforcing her status as a repeat offender.
Comment your take. Like, subscribe to Badge Truth, and support our mission on Patreon for behind-the-scenes access.